Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. He's Coach Jay. He's Coach Rice. Get on up. Get that coffee because it is game day. And guess what, boys? It's a night game because that's all we do around here. We play night games. Why? Why do we play night games? Because Tennessee is relevant again. And when you're talking ABC, when you're talking contracts, those relevant games are going to take place at night. So it's going to be another night game. Make sure you guys join us for the tailgate show an hour before kickoff. We'll also be live immediately following the game. But we're heading in this thing. We're going on the road to Fayetteville to take on Arkansas. Tennessee, 4-0. We're ranked 4th in the AP poll. We got an 82% chance of making the college football playoff. Everybody's talking about rat poison. Everybody's talking about trap games. I don't buy into that. I think Tennessee is going to go in here against Arkansas, and they are going to take care of business. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. These guys know way more about college football than I do. So what they are going to do, Coach Jay, coach a little football out on the West Coast. Coach Rice, coach a little football here in Tennessee. Guess what? Coach Jay coaches defense. Coach Rice coaches offense. They're going to break this thing down. They're going to tell you what Arkansas is all about. So if it's your first time here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Again, live an hour before kickoff and immediately following the game. We'll come back together Sunday morning. We'll go to sleep. We'll take a quick break. We'll think about it. We'll get emotions out of the way. We'll do a day after video, and then we're going to let you guys come on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That is your show, the Fan Call-In Show, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Be ready, be dialed in. Let's just jump right into it. Let's go right into what we are going to see tonight. What does Arkansas's offense bring to the table, Coach Rice? Let's get into it.
Well, offensively, they're kind of hit or miss. They've had their games where they're explosive, big plays. But then they've also had their games like recently against Texas A&M where they're they struggle to establish drives, and if they don't have a big play, then it's very turnover or punt. So they got a good playmaker in Trayton Green, a quarterback. He's going to use his legs. We got to keep him in the pocket. I think he struggles in the pocket. That's where Tennessee needs to keep him. Keep your rush lanes and keep your integrity. And then when it comes to running back, Jaquindon Jackson, he's a good running back. But where their struggle is the offensive line. They can do some good things running the ball, but they do give up a lot of tackles for losses. It's a lot because they run a lot of left to right, a lot of side to side. They use a lot of outside zone, a lot of buck sweeps, trying to get to the outside. And then Green will read off of the end guys. And then they'll use a lot of midline reads with reading the three techniques and the nose tackles. So we're going to maintain our gaps. When it comes to wide receivers, they have Andrew Armstrong and Isaac Tesla, who kind of came on last week, and Isaac Satania. I guess I'm saying that right. So they have some playmakers on the outside, but the thing is, do they have enough time to get the ball and accurate balls to those playmakers? That's where they've struggled. They like I said, they're going to try to establish the run, get the ball out quick because of our dominant defensive line. So you're going to see a lot of establishing the run, like quick screens, like quick outs, slants, and RPOs off the run. So that's something you can see with Green also getting outside the pocket and trying to, create plays of his own. So our defense is going to have to be locked in.
Our defense, boys, I'm excited because I think the matchup on Saturday tonight, I think it sets up well for our defense. Like we got the number 2 scoring defense in the country, number 1 total defense in yards allowed. And I think when you look at what Arkansas brings to the table, and I've said it all week long, they're 94th in the country in sacks allowed. They're 103rd in the country in tackles for loss allowed. And I think this defensive line is going to have a chance to eat. I like the matchup, our defense versus their offense. But let's flip the script. Let's talk about our offense versus their defense. Coach Jay, what are they going to try to do tonight against Tennessee?
Yeah, so just for those of you who don't know, you have seen this defense before. We basically run a form of it, 4-2-5 nickel, whatever you want to call it. left DN, nose tackle, D tackle, right DN, Will, Mike, Star, free safety, strong safety. The Mike is really active. Sorely, he leads the team in tackles. He can really plug well. He can get up and move. The free safety Metcalf is second in tackles. He also has quite a few picks, so he's really dangerous, kind of moving in and out of cover three skies. So you really got to make sure you identify not only Mike, but Nico needs to understand where the free safety is on the field in relationship to that star linebacker or that nickel linebacker, who a lot of you Tennessee fans will recognize as one Danico Slaughter, and all of you know Danico's limitations on the field, and I fully expect Tennessee to attack that. I expect Arkansas to attack and gamble on stopping the run, specifically against the RPOs and the option. I think they'll gamble on run more times than not. One thing I kind of see is they are not very good at stopping teams in the red zone. They're like 101st or 105th or something like that in red zone defense. So we certainly need to exploit that and put points on the board when we're in the red zone. I don't just mean nice little pretty kicks through the field goal uprights, but 6 and 7 points through the red zone. They're a pretty good team at stopping the run, 21st nationally, but with a caveat, guys. There's a caveat to it. They're good at stopping the run on the edges. B gap to B gap, we should be open for business. Okay, that right up the middle run, we should be open for business. I expect Heupel to exploit that. Their tackles, D tackles, a little bit slow. I want to see tempo. We'll get that into that in the keys as far as what kind of coverages you're going to see. You're going to see, like 6-man cover 0, cover 3 sky, cover 4, a little bit of cover 4 here and here, but mostly cover 3 sky shell is what you're going to be seeing out of this nickel defense tonight from Arkansas.
Just a reminder, if you guys are still watching this video, make sure you smash the thumbs up. I want you to put your score predictions and your keys to the game in the comment section. Let's talk about it. If you don't have a score prediction or a key to the game, just attack the comment section with a GBO because it does help the channel. But I would love to see what you guys think your keys to the game are for tonight, along with your score prediction. And that's what we're going to go into now. The keys to the game for Coach Rice and Coach Jay. Look, Coach Rice coaches offense, Coach Jay coaches defense, but their keys to the game are on both sides of the ball. It's what they think Tennessee needs to do to go get the dub tonight against Arkansas. Coach Rice, what are your keys to the game?
Attack the hashes in the pass game and attack the middle in the run game. Coach Jay kind of stole my shine with the defense, what I was going to get to with attack in the middle of the run game. I think with our strength, being right there at center, being able to create some trap plays or something in the middle. I like our advantage there. I think Dylan Sampson has a big game up the middle. And then second key, let Nico air the ball out. I think our wide receivers against their defensive backs, we have a tremendous advantage. And I think you're going to see Dante Thornton, Brew McCoy, Squirrel White, and Chris Brazil have big games. But combined, and one of them, if not a couple of them, have over 100 yards. I do think this will be Nico's coming out party in the SEC. And then the last key, defensively, turn Green over. I think you're going to see lots of turnover opportunities and give our offense great field position, maybe even go score on the defensive side of the ball.
Look, I got to get what is this? Our third game day breakdown that we've done. I got to get used to it because Coach Rice is talking. I feel like I'm on camera, and when he's talking about Nico's coming out party, I'm shaking my head like in acknowledgement. And then he's talking about turning Talon Green over. I think that's a huge opportunity for Tennessee tonight. And I'm just nodding. And I'm like, I'm in the back room and nobody can see me, but I'm nodding in agreement with Coach Rice. Coach Jay, I'm going to throw a little curveball at you here.
Curveball.
And if it's one of your keys, you can blend it in. Are we shifting? Are we moving? Is this Nico's coming out party? Do we see what we thought we were going to see against Oklahoma, against Arkansas? If you want to bleed it in, if it's one of your keys, you can bleed it in. If not, hit it first, then get into your keys to the game. What are your keys to the game? And then roll right into your prediction. We do our predictions on Talkin VAWLS live on Wednesday nights. Coach Jay and I do a show on Friday morning. So he does his predictions right here on the game day breakdown. So Coach Jay, jump into it.
Sure. I'll get into Nico at the end since he was at the end anyway. But my number one key to this game is passive pressure, guys. And when I say passive pressure, what I mean is, we don't always need to be blitzing our second and third level, our linebackers or safeties in this game. We can do it, but we need to do it randomly and economically. So passive pressure, I mean, inside defensive twist, defensive tackle stunts, defensive tackle pinches, defensive tackle loops, passive pressure, applying pressure while holding our coverage integrity, I think will be very important in this game. We don't always have to spy them, and we can be creative with our defensive line, but wherever that twist or that fan or that pinch or that slant by the D tackles lead, it needs to maintain good gap integrity to keep that quarterback under wraps. So that is number one. Key number two, Addison Nichols. Addison Nichols has sprained ankle, and guess what? Big O, Norman Lott, Jackson Moy. I expect you guys to eat. I expect that A gap to be a problem. I expect A gap pressure in this quarterback's face. The hardest pressure to evade for a quarterback is A gap pressure. I expect you guys to eat. I expect it to be a buffet, that good Chinese buffet with the good orange chicken, beef and broccoli, and the good chow mein, baby. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Also,
we're talking about it in the background.
That's right, baby. And then tempo. And I just don't mean tempo on the outside, inside passing game. I mean tempo in that B gap to B gap running game. To me, Arkansas has big, heavy defensive linemen that are going to get tired in this game. They're going to want to load that box up with secondary defenders like Danico Slaughter. And when they do, I expect Tennessee to pull the string, run that play action, and then we will have this breakout party that everyone wants to see. I think Nico's already broken out to me. I just think we haven't had to put it all together. And if I had an overarching theme to this game, and I know it's playing with fire when you do this, but I actually want to keep all the pieces to our so-called puzzle a little bit separate in this game. I don't want to see us put the whole puzzle together until Alabama comes to Neyland Stadium in a couple weeks. But those are Coach Jay's keys to the game.
Oh, I love it. We don't have to put it together till Alabama, because that's weird. Because Wednesday night we were talking about trap games and rat poison, and Josh Pate's attacking people, saying we're just going to go ahead and look ahead to Alabama. That's what I'm doing. Is that what you're doing, Coach Jay? Are you looking ahead to Alabama?
I'm just saying, when you got a big puzzle, you put the edges together beautifully first. You know what I'm saying? You got to frame the picture, and then you fill it in with puffy rain clouds and forests and all that good stuff.
You didn't give your score prediction. We're 3 weeks into this breakdown. We'll get it figured out. I promise we'll figure it out. I mean, me and Coach Rice, we're off camera, but we're oh yeah, tell us about it, Coach Jay. Yeah, everybody heard that. What's your score prediction for tonight?
42-16.
Hold on a second. Are we playing Price's Right? What was my prediction?
I don't remember.
You said 42-16. I said 41-20. 41-20.
Okay.
41-20.
Okay.
We were all right around there, man.
Yeah.
Early in the week, I was thinking 3 scores. I was thinking 2 touchdowns and a field goal. The more it went, I'm like, no. Tennessee is just a better football team. What do you guys think? Jump into the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the Talkin Balls merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin Balls. You can get this sweet Balls by Fitty shirt. Also, think about joining the channel. We need you guys. We are on a membership drive. Hit the join button. It's just $1. That's it. It's $1. If you got $1 to give, think about joining the channel. We would appreciate it. It helps keep this channel rolling. My old man said, son, what are you going to do when they stop supporting you? I said, Dad, I'm going to go back to work, and I will shut down the channel. So if you don't want that to happen, hit that join button. But that is going to do it for this. We'll be right back an hour before kickoff. Fan call-in tailgate show. Come hang out with us. For Coach Jay, for Coach Rice, my name's Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin Balls Network. Go Big Orange.